Hey, Shalom. First of all, I'd like to start by giving all praises and glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Shai, Ba'ashem Kadash, and double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone, and salutations to the Arkim doing this work in sincerity and in truth. This is another article. It says Venezuela to challenge UK's ruling that denies access to its gold stored in Bank of England vaults. All right, it says Caracas has won the right to file a court appeal on the decision of the English High Court, which blocked the Maduro government from getting back 1 billion in gold held by the Bank of England. Earlier this month, British judges said that they recognized self-proclaimed leader Juan Guaido and not Nicolas Maduro as Venezuela's president. This decision was crucial for the long legal battle for the country's bullion reserves stored in London, as both the Venezuelan government and the opposition laid claim to the gold stockpile. So, hey man, let's just go to the precept. It's in Sirach 12 and 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away." So, England, basically, all that gold that they've been entrusted to hold for Venezuela, there's been some back and forth with not returning or giving access to that gold that's been stored in the Bank of England vaults. And that just shows you Esau, when they go over to these countries and they try to take over that country, or change the government in a way that's beneficial to them, they put one of their own people in, all right, and it gets economic hitmen, and try to infiltrate in various different, using various different techniques to try and control a particular country or government. And pretty much in this circumstance, they're trying to hold on to or steal via the Bank of England and the judiciary system, the gold from Venezuela. And that just shows you, man, you can't trust this devil if your life depended on it. Let's go back to that precept. Never trust thine enemy. So, that being said, these nations that trusted Esau with all their wealth and their gold, etc., now they have to fight to try and get it back. But Esau will do everything within, his law system, in which it's rigged. He ain't gonna give it back, man. All right. Now, these nations, they're fed up with Esau. And pretty much you're gonna see the reaction of these nations when Esau's being taken out of his rulership seat. Let's look for it. I might not be able to find it. Isaiah 14. Let's start from Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? All right, which, Lucifer just meaning light bearer. All right, those people that are the elites in authority of Esau. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. So, Esau is just basically heaping treasures unto himself, and exercising his power in in a very tormenting way, a destructive way, and that destruction is upon these different nations in many different ways. He's destroyed their economies. He's stole a lot of resources from these countries through bad deals. And the nations are getting mad about that, and they want revenge for that. But Esau's proud. He says, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation. Salakia. In the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. So this devil has a God complex. He wants to be like the Most High. It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell. All right, meaning, destruction. Brought low. There's no such thing as this place where there's a devil and a pitchfork that you go to when you're dead. All right, the word hell actually means grave or place of low estate. Sha'awal in the Hebrew. It says to the sides of the pit. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying. So when Esau's in his being destroyed and taken out of the rulership seat on his way down, everybody's going to look at him and say, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake, Salakia, that did shake all the kings of the nations? Salakia, is my eye jumping here? Oh, that did shake kingdoms, Salakia. Right? That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain. Trust thou with a sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden underfoot. You see, so these nations, man, everybody's going to be looking and cursing Esau out on his way down. So the point is, there's going to be a recompense for all the wickedness that Esau has done, and this just highlights, this devil cannot change. So with that, until the next video, I'm going to say shalom.